Does your teen hate the way you chew? Do they have a lot of tantrums and they hate your dance moves, the way you chew? They don't want your advice and they just push back against you, and you hear a lot of, oh my god mom, will you just stop? It's a really hard time, but using psychology can help you make sense of it. As your teen develops, they're going through this process that's called rebranding, that Dr. Lisa Damour likes to call it. And basically, they want to be seen different to your brand as the parent. And that's why they're picking on things on your brand that they don't like. They really want to build a healthy identity, which is distinguished from you. And it's annoying for teens when they see that their parents' brand doesn't match up with their own emerging brand, right? And they need to build their own brand, as she says, because they need to create their own sense of self, which is really healthy. And that will give them resilience into adulthood, which is really important, right? The technical term is separation individuation, which is such a long name, but basically it translates into your teen can't stand the way you chew, nor your dress sense or your dance moves. And it is an unpleasant stage. You'll see that they have lots of tantrums, they go into their room, and a couple of hours later, they come out feeling fine. And it's because they've been able to have that space and regulate their own emotions in their own way, which is great and very healthy. But you, as their mom, you're left feeling like so sad and shocked and upset about the outburst, like, what happened? And most of the time you're not too sure about how to handle it and, how to, give consequences and things. But what I want you to understand is that once your teen has started to establish their own brand, they begin to see that you as their parent, with all your quirks and things, it's okay and it's normal. It's not just, everyone's parents is like that. It's not just you. And they start to accept you, and you get into this acceptance stage, and they realize that, your brand is not encroaching on theirs, and they're okay with that. Now, as your teen, 13 to 14 is the emotional intensity, and it kind of peaks at that age. And it's the same time as the separation individuation. So it is a tough time. But I want you to take a deep breath. Don't take it personally. It is going to get better. In the next reel, I'm going to give you some tips, so watch out for that.